Players, who's with me? Follow me now. Social media, guys. Jay, what's up? Guys, today we're killing it. Today we are killing it. What's up, Kerr? Alright, so this morning we hit a big 50 pip jump this morning. We went from 1305 to 1355 in the euro, and then we shorted from 1355. Right now we're at 1318, 3 more pips, and we are up 90 pips today. Money don't sleep. What's up, man? Long time no see. How you guys doing? So listen up. The algorithm is performing exactly as planned. So we had 50 pips on the way up, and now we're hitting 40 pips on the way down. Money does not sleep, man. Speaking of sleep deprivation, let's see if we can get this focused here. Bam. Once we hit 13.15, we will be up 90 pips today. We got some great movement in the euro. And guys, gotta say, I'm very impressed with how the algorithm is performing. We've caught every turn today. Every single turn. Telegram. I'm too busy in the markets, man, but I'm going to check it out. I've been monitoring these trades. I've been working on an algorithm for trading the foreign exchange markets. And we're just taking pips, man. We're just fucking printing money right now. It feels really good. So this algorithm has been 5 years actual coding, over 10 years in the making. Alright, my first 2 years of trading were all net losses. Then I discovered algorithms, I discovered coding, I discovered the quantitative aspect of valuation and of statistical analysis. Rich Miss Hustle, what's up? War Plan 2.0. Yeah, man, you know what the war plan is right now? Is to take the Forex markets by a stranglehold. And we're still moving down, guys. We're still moving down. Hey now, what's up? How are you? Thank you for popping in the room, Miss Hustle. Appreciate it. So, as I said, again, guys, we had a nice 50 pip move upward this morning. That started in the AM. I think it was about 8:40 or 8:30 I went into this position. We're doing well, but you know what? Follow along and you can do well with us. So we took that up to 1355. It was a nice play. As you can see, we didn't get the exact top because obviously 1361, but we were within 6 pips of the top. Not bad. Then we turned around, we took the short. I actually took a little long position and then a short again, and now we're going short even further. So the market hopefully will roll over here. And Chatlight, what's up? The market will hopefully roll over and continue its downward descent. Even though we had Janet Yellen talking yesterday and saying that she was going to continue the easing and that the money would keep printing and that, hey, jobs are getting better and all of these other lies, well, they continue printing. That's not a lie. They're going to continue printing forever from this point forward unless there is a complete reset of the financial system. However, what we see now occurring is supply and demand taking over again. We had this movement prior to the Fed coming into play, and anytime the Fed is going to be in the media spotlight, you can expect volatility. This volatility was, again, strictly determined on the Federal Reserve. This has nothing to do with supply and demand when the currencies move like this. No fear, what's up? So their policy changes, or lack thereof, are creating all of the volatility. And the volatility right now, as long as they keep easing, guess what? It's going to be very positive for the euro, because obviously if they keep devaluing USD, they keep printing money, it's going to be a race to the bottom. It's going to be who can print money faster. Now this is dangerous. Why? Because now we're starting to get into the realm of where hyperinflation could start taking effect. Not good. Not good, guys. Not good in the long term in terms of monetary policy. There's 2 people in this room. Everybody should be in this room. Everybody should be listening to what I'm saying here, because to be honest, this, as a matter of fact, I know it's the middle of the day. It's 1:32 p.m. A lot of people are at work. But the fact of the matter is that if people aren't watching this on the replay, they're missing out on the information that is going to determine their financial future. It does not, make sense to go to a job to work for money that is decreasing as you're working for it. You need to have a way of having some type of leverage, or creating some type of leverage. Alright, what's up? So anyways, guys, we are up big time today. 90 pips. I expect this to continue downward. The descent, I don't know why this isn't focusing, but we are... Well, I guess that's as focused as we're going to get. We're at 1317 right now. You can't really see it. There we go. I guess that color, this screen does not like that color. Jose, what's up? Jose, you were here this morning. This morning we took that long position. We exited at 1355. We took a short position. So we rode the seesaw. There was a small long fired off here, and then a short, and now we're still short. What you got for me, big man? We got pips, man. I mean, if you could just do a drive-by pipping and just hand out money as you're driving by. Pip killers, man. I mean, you ever see that scene in Dumb and Dumber where he gets out of the car and he's like throwing $100 bills in the air? How ridiculous is that scene, man? He's like throwing tips in the air. Thank you, thank you. That's what I just thought of, man, when you said that. So yeah, we're continuing our downward movement right here. Market is not feeling, the policy is going to be kept intact. No interest rate increases. I will tell you this, guys. Last time I talked about the Fed painting themselves into a corner. What do I mean by that? The Fed painting themselves in the corner. All right? Well, if you notice that when inflation gets out of control, the Federal Reserve will raise interest rates to try and tame the markets. All right? Tame risk in the market. However, all of the risk is already in the market right now. The market is over-risked, all right? There's still mortgages on banks' balance sheets that they have not valuated. There's no valuation. They put those underwater mortgages in some other company, and they're not being included on the bank's spreadsheets, and so the risk is already heavy in the market. So the Federal Reserve cannot raise interest rates to tame that risk, obviously, because it would cause another crash in the market. Anyone who thinks that the Fed is going to be raising interest rates at a quick pace, well, they would go down in history as causing a financial collapse if they were to do that. So the Federal Reserve must continue easing, they must continue printing money, and the rate at which they continue printing money only can accelerate from here, because other countries are printing money at the same time. And so if everybody's printing money and everybody's devaluing the currency, it can only accelerate. It can only accelerate. There is no deceleration. If they try to take the throttle off, it will cause deflation, and if they take it off completely, it will cause a complete global market collapse. And they don't want that, and nobody wants that. So the easing must continue. But every time they announce the easing, you're going to see a pop in the Euro USD. That's going to be common. You may see a dip and then a pop, but the end result is always going to be a pop in the Euro USD. Now, if they come out and they surprise people with another 25 basis point increase, that is going to be very surprising. But they may do that just to kind of keep people on their toes, so to speak. But the net effect will be an overall decreasing of the value of the USD. It must happen. It must happen. So, that is where we are at in terms of a macroeconomic outlook. Good question, Jose. That's an excellent question. There's a lot of people that say that they are not registering and keeping track of what they're printing. However, the fact of the matter is that the money supply will eventually show. And guess where it's showing? It's showing with all the wealthy people that can actually take advantage of getting those low interest rate loans. And guess what they're doing? They're parking that money in high-end real estate. So the fact of the matter is that which machines? Not sure which machine you're talking about. But yes, do they lie about the statistics? Money Well, you know what? We may think of a way to try and get it to you. You know what I mean? I'm considering doing something with making this available to people. Jason Ola, thank you for hopping in the room, man. So, you know, the thing is that we are going to see, whenever there is positive policy, we're going to see the euro pop. But what has been the general course of things is that after the pop, supply and demand takes hold, and we have a slow meltdown back to the original location. Now, this has been the trend, and this is what we can expect in the future. It doesn't mean it's going to happen every time, but we got to take note of that. All right? Right now, we are still short in the Euro USD, and we are going to take this down a little bit further. This is not the daily chart. This is actually a 3,000 tick chart. Okay? Daily chart missed a lot of these moves because they've been so quick. Here you can see the 2-hour chart. We still took everything on the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart is still looking long, but that's probably going to change. And 1-hour chart, you can see everything, man, boom, boom. It's like every other hour, different change. Yeah, we've been doing okay, man. We're not making bank yet because if I'm not on a plane scoping this to you, we're not making bank yet. And that's the way that I look at it. I mean, my plane. I'm not talking about an American Airlines plane. Anyways, so yes, doing well. It's nice to kind of see this work pay off because I'll be honest, the last 5 years have been literally, 14 hours a day and zero pay for this type of algorithm to be developed. And so many points I wanted to stop. Last year I had 2 significant deaths in my family that changed my outlook, and I picked up pace because of that. Yeah, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. I know when to buy and sell because the indicator actually tells me when to buy and sell based upon chimes and various other notifications that come into the platform. But the algorithm is determining when to buy and sell. And this is an algorithm that I coded. But yes, I had 2 deaths in my family in the last 2 years. They were very significant. They were very stressful. Spent a lot of time in the hospital. It was extremely difficult to work. It was extremely difficult to have any extracurricular time or anything like that. And so I picked up pace with everything because, of course, death all of a sudden puts mortality into perspective. And you start realizing that, this is all transient. This is not going to last. Life is a quick deal, and you only get one deal. So that's why I've accelerated my development and accelerated the beta. I started the beta about 2 years ago with a very soft, play into the market. Yeah, life itself is a challenge, but the fact of the matter is that, and this is what I'm focused on now, is when you create leverage for yourself and leverage for other people, it creates wealth. So wealth creation is dependent on technology and leverage, and the more you have of both, the more you can create for both yourself and other people. And that's been my complete focus for the last, I would say, 5 months, is just going all out and creating as much leverage and as much value and as much technology for myself and other people as possible. And it's pedal to the metal right now. This is a hot song, guys. Kevin Flume, if you guys haven't heard of him, on Rap Nation. Awesome motivational music right there. Awesome motivational music. You know, I'm just happy to have something, you know, with the amount of work that I put into it. I don't think that I'll make back that time for quite a while. Probably a year I'd have to be banking like this to make back that time. That's how much time I spent in this. I can't even tell you how many times my girlfriend got upset because I didn't sleep a particular night, or I came in too late, woke her up, whatever. Yeah, man. We're going to see. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep pressing on it. We're going to keep pressing on it, that's for sure. So, you know, we may have some strength coming into this position here. I don't like seeing that retracement like that. Hi, April. This is the Thinkorswim platform from TD Ameritrade. So, I'm going to update you guys a little bit later. All right? We'll see how this short keeps going. As I said, we're still short from 1355. So we are up 35 pips on this position right now, and I'm going to continue holding it. I want to see where it goes. Kurt, thanks for the invite. Thanks for the invite. I just missed that post. Damn it. I got to get on Periscope. They need to make these when someone types in the chat room, they need to make it hold up just a half second more. April, I didn't see that question that you just asked previously. Yeah, this algorithm is completely proprietary. This is not something that's built into the Thinkorswim platform. So basically, I'll see where this position goes. Ah, yes. It looks a lot different because the algorithm itself actually changes the chart, the displays on the chart. And so that's why it's different. And there are several ways to do that. Ah, this is my song coming on, man. My song just came on. Check this out. Focused. Focused. I like it. Focused. Have you guys seen that video of The Rock screaming focused in the gym and the guy drops the weights and almost kills himself? Without changing your current settings. Probably not possible. If you had this algorithm, it's going to change settings, but I'm not going to... The algorithm itself will never be sold to the public like for other people to see the code. I may make the actual calls available to the public so people can follow along. If people are interested in that, we'll gauge what the interest is, and then from there, kind of go with it. Into an app. You know what? I'd have to charge so much for the app that it wouldn't make it worth it. Do I have a coaching program? That may actually happen in the future. Well, that's interesting. My cat just shut off my computer. My cat just literally pressed 10 buttons on my computer and shut it off. That's pretty funny. Oh, did I tell you guys about the cat trade? I didn't tell you. This is my cat, Jax. Jax, say hi to the people. So, Jax is wondering what's going on. He's like, where'd the music go? He's very confused right now. He doesn't realize that he himself shut off the computer. He crashed the whole damn thing. So he's like, where'd the music go, man? So actually, Jax placed a trade a couple months ago. Luckily, I caught it. It ended up making money, but it wasn't a lot of money. But it was just very funny how your screen froze. This is the Jax. Jax. He actually has 3 legs, guys. He was in a fight when he was younger. We're here. we're here. He was in a fight when he was younger, and he lost one leg in that fight. So anyways, guys, it looks like the screen might have froze. I'm assuming that we still have... Okay, there you are. You guys are back. Awesome. Yeah, so this is my cat, Jax. He lost one of his legs in a fight when he was younger. The guy is still crazy agile, and he's a crazy jumper, even though he only has 3 legs. It's pretty crazy. He can actually jump higher than my other cats with 4 legs. Yeah, man. Actually, Jax, I think he was he must have somehow hit Control-Alt-Delete or something similar because the whole computer froze. But yeah, he's a survivor, man. And it's kind of funny. This is like how people look at things. When I rescued him from Petco, he like a lot of people didn't want him because, of course, they look at a cat like that and think the cat's handicapped. But this cat is literally as fast and can jump as high or higher. He's actually a better jumper than my other cats because he puts all of his weight on his hind legs like a rabbit. And because of that, and because he's been doing that since he's young, his glutes and his legs developed like crazy. He's got like a really muscular butt. I haven't seen that movie. That's pretty interesting. Brooklyn's in the house. Nice. So, yeah, my computer's restarting, so it'll be a while before we get any music, that's for sure. Jax is still wondering where the music went. He's very confused. He's looking around. He's like, where did the music go? Where did the music go? We're going to keep this position on. We're going to see exactly where this short ends up. And if I see any type of support come into play, we're going to get out. The little bubble on the chart. Oh, that's just the high. That's marking the high at 1364. Yeah, I've been in a sell position since 1355. So we took this position long at 1305. We took 50 pips out. Once I hit 1355, I sold. I could have waited a little longer and got maybe 5 to 7, 8 more pips out of it, but I decided to sell right at 1355 because the algorithm was looking oversold. So sometimes before the actual signal comes, I have a way of determining if it's oversold or overbought. So the algorithm tells me that also. You cannot see that on the screen. That's something that happens in the system itself, and it's displaying somewhere else. So we went short. We took the short position. Here we took a quick long for, I think it was like 8 pips. It was nothing big. And then we took another short again. So technically, we've been short from 1355, and now we have some strength, a little bit of strength coming in the market because we have a level here, of course, that has a lot of price action. So, you know, I'm going to continue this short, and I'll update you guys if I decide to stop out or decide to just cut it right here. If we have too much support in this area, I'm just going to cut it. If support develops, what will happen is we'll get another pop upward. However, I don't see it being an extended move, but I won't be able to tell within probably another 20 minutes because the algorithm collects the information as it occurs. So literally every 5 minutes, there's more information considered, and it gets more accurate for the next bar. All right, so I will be able to update you guys in about a half hour from now, probably even sooner. Send a link to you. Yeah, sure. You guys, if you need to contact me, I can't even bring up the screen that I have. But you can contact me on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter under the same handle, Fit Businessman. Just trying to log in here. All right. Yep, Fit Businessman. Thanks. All right, guys, I'm going to take off, and I'll watch this position and update you guys shortly, okay? You see, we got some strength coming into the market. So I'm gonna get offline or off the scope and pay attention to this position and make sure that it doesn't reverse. All right, guys. Ciao.